Oh boy, December's almost here, but it's November. It's still November. And he's expanding, he's weeding, he's growing the ranch, he's adding on chickens. It's looking good. He's looking for more, and this is episode 74 about motion. What is going on, everybody? Dirty Randy here. Episode 74, I think, something like that. Pretty crazy. But we're going to hop into this Fendt, and we're going to start plowing our field nice and early here. It's 7 a.m. Sun's just coming up. I mean, it is November, late November, so the days are kind of getting short, but you love this early sunrise. All these nice reflections off the water, the lovely leaves before they all fall off in the wintertime. Hopefully we should get a fair bit of snow. Would be very nice, and I'm looking forward to using this new plow again, because we've only had a couple, well, I think one opportunity to use it, but it's going to come in handy with this big field. And it's kind of nice popping out of the nature trail there, and you're kind of just right on the field. So, I suppose, nothing like just getting right to it in the morning. We'll drop this guy down, and we'll head off. That's looking good. I don't know if we can level out this dip or what we can really do about it. I think it might just have to be something we just live with, honestly, which kind of sucks. But it's the way it goes for now. I suppose we could just not plant in this area, but it seems like kind of a waste. The field's already there. It's maybe just treat it kind of like the headland and get that area done first, and then it's kind of out of the way. We don't have to bring bigger trucks down here and stuff like that. I don't know. We'll see. It was kind of a pain doing the corn, but that's not a worry. For now, we're looking on better things. That corn is going to bring us a ton of money in just a few months' time, as it's all fermenting right now. So that is awesome. But for now, let's enjoy this sunrise and some field work. Alright, that was pretty good. I mean, we still have one last little strip to go, but all in all, that wasn't too bad. Probably, I mean, that was a pretty big job, honestly, but we got through it. This tractor is an absolute beast. If we did it with something that went a bit slower, that would not have been a fun job at all. but the field is looking pretty good. Of course, we do have to get all these stones picked up and probably spread some lime on the field, but that's not a worry. We pretty much have all winter to get that done. It's not too big of a rush. But speaking of that, you know, I kind of thought a bit halfway through that maybe we could have mulched the field, you know, got rid of some of these stalks a little bit shorter and maybe fertilized it or got a little bit of a yield bonus on the next harvest, but that's okay. You know, still things that we're learning. We haven't really done too many harvests with these kind of stocky type crops. So that looks like that's pretty much it. So we could fold this guy up. Wouldn't hurt going to check on our little sheep and seeing how we're doing over there for wool as well. I think we might sell all of it in February when the cotton price is at its highest. We could keep an eye out as well, and if it's close to its peak price earlier, we could always do that as well. But it looks like, wow, we do have quite a bit over here. You know, and there are going to be, I think, a couple little additions. We could add on a little shipping building to get this stuff distributed over to our warehouse on the other side of the ranch. That probably would make the most sense. Look at these boys. So nice. Well, so nice and furry. They look so soft. What's up, buddy? Yeah. No, that's nice. I wouldn't mind even getting some more because it seems like they're pretty reasonable with the amount of food and water they go through. Wouldn't hurt just throwing on one more bale over there since we are here, because it looks like whatever we had over there last is gone. We've got our front weight on here now, so that should be very helpful. Oh yeah, looking good there. Speaking of adding stuff on, though, I think we are looking at trying to get in some carpentry next to all of our other, like our pallet production area. And I guess we do make furniture out of there as well, but it just goes by so slowly that I think it's worth it if, since we have the money, to increase that production. This truck is looking so nice over there as well. But yeah, so that's probably on the game plan for today, is making some space for that, as well as spraying our field and possibly, probably, adding on another chicken coop as well, because we'd love to have some more of those guys around the ranch. As far as our other silo goes, we might have to just take out a loan for it. We're going to be able to pay it off pretty quickly, but I would love to be able to just get that put in sooner than later, because a lot of our grain is just kind of hanging out in our grain truck, and the rest of it's in our silo. But we do have plenty of it, enough so that no problem adding on more chickens and just really ramping things up there. But yeah, you can see some weeds in our field beside us here, so we'll probably have to take care of that at some point as well. And all of our bales here, yeah, geez, so much on the go. It just seems like it never ends, but not a problem. We're going to try and get as much done as we can today. I think we might just leave that guy right there. Looks pretty good. And yeah, I think we'll maybe hop in the... Where is he? Oh no, where's our other John Deere? I feel like he's laying around the ranch somewhere, but I don't know. I guess for now we'll top up the water while we ponder where we probably parked our other tractor. It's literally right there. That makes sense. Yeah, we have all that hay left over from cutting all the grass and baling. Little sloppy bale job, but that's alright. So we'll get our water tanker moved over, at least. This tractor is struggling to pull this much weight, but that's not a problem. Looks like our water's topping up. Wonderful. Can probably close that guy, unhook this guy, and get this ready to feed the cows. But I think they're pretty much fine at the moment, to be honest. Yeah, they do have some mix in their trough still. And I believe, with any luck, we still have some mix left over in this guy. So we'll just turn off the tractor, take a peek. Yeah, just a little bit, not too much. So if that's the case, we may as well just get that poured out. Yeah, that's like literally nothing, but it'll do. We'll see how much hay we can cram in here, but I think it might have to be a couple loads worth, but that's okay. It's not like we really... Well, I suppose we need the forage wagon to top up our silage, but that's okay. I mean, we can always use something else. It doesn't have to be the forage wagon. And it shouldn't be too long before this guy takes all of it. We will have to get the tires changed over on this tractor really quick as well. That way we can go spray the field. Oh, did that take all of it? Because that is simply wonderful. That means we can just get our silage topped up while we're here as well. We're already hooked up, so it doesn't hurt. Alright, we got our herbicide in here. We did have to switch out our liquid fertilizer and get this bad boy unfolded. And yeah, we'll go for a rip. We got our narrow tires on here, so we will just kind of start spraying and get it done. It shouldn't take us too long. I think this is definitely a job that we can just take care of ourselves. The farmhand seems to struggle with some of these longer implements in this field in general, so not a problem. We already got all of our plowing done, which is awesome. That was a massive job, and it pretty much took us like literally half the day. It was about lunchtime, noon, when we finished that up, but that's not a problem. We still have a little bit on the agenda today. I mean, as you can see, there's still lots of work to get done, so yeah, we'll finish off this spraying, and then I think we might try and start chopping down just a couple trees to make room for that carpentry so we can get put up pretty quickly here in December. So that'll be awesome. And as well as the chickens, we kind of have a plan. They're just going to go right next to where the other chickens are at the moment, so not really a worry there, but those will get put in as soon as possible. And of course all those bales, so stuff on the agenda still going into December. But yeah, trying to take in all these nice fall colors while we still got them. Well, that was fairly painless. This tractor absolutely just motors around with the sprayer. You'll love to see it. Makes this job nice and quick. So that's awesome. Got rid of all those weeds, and now we just have to look at them be all withered and gross until harvest season, or until the crop grows higher than the weeds. So whichever comes first. Alright, we're just going to pull this guy back in here, and he can get his other tires put on there pretty soon as well. And I think this guy, we might throw the Funkasaur on him. Why not? We'll get him backed up out of here. I feel like we did buy another bigger weight, a John Deere weight at that we could probably toss on. Yeah, it's over there with the Funkasaur. We're not going to get to the stone picking today, but just that way he's nice and ready. And yeah, look at all of that mineral feed we got stocked up. You love to see the shelves looking healthy. Oh yeah, just able to squeak on there. I feel like this tractor could definitely use a new paint job. It's starting to really show its age. But not a problem. I mean, it's done us well. Not really too concerned about how she looks. It's about how she performs. But yes, these belt systems, they will all be gone pretty soon as well. Oh, and we have a little bit of grain there that we spilled. Of course we did. That's, well, another reason that we're looking at getting new silos is just, yeah, everything's just a little bit slow of a process when it comes to all that. So I suppose now that we've gotten all of our big jobs out of the way, we should probably just clean up the yard a little bit. We'll start with our truck here. Alright, well now that we're over here, I think we may as well hop in the Bobbity Cat and, yeah, kind of clear some of these bushes and whatnot, make room for our next chicken pen, because, yeah, it's going to go pretty much right beside this one, and I would love to have a little drive-through area to feed them right through here, and, yeah, so all these bushes gotta go, so we're going to get to that and see how much time we kind of have after. It's only, you know, it's coming up to 3 o'clock, so I think about here is maybe our boundary, so we'll have a peek. Well, as you can see, we got it all done and then some. You know, we were just clearing the land and figured why not get the guys out and just do it all. So they brought out a couple things, just we threw up the fence and a couple other little fun things and just got it all set up. So it should be good to go. Of course, we probably just need to, well, get chickens in here and get some feed in here. And yeah, then we're probably fine with this. So that's awesome. It's looking really nice around here. We added a couple picnic benches as well because, hey, you know, it's a nice friendly area. Why not, right? Somewhere to just have a snack with the fam. You know, a nice little path. Check out the chickie boys. See how it's going, right? I mean, we're already here with the Mack truck, and if we got it set up, we may as well just get this operation rolling. So, we'll hook up to the Wilson here, and, yeah, go get a round of chickens. I think, oh, geez, I think we can hold, like, 400 in there, another 400. Which is a fair bit, but maybe we just get half of that in this trailer and just let it go from there. That should be pretty good. This trailer should be able to hold more than that, so that should be just fine. And then, of course, yeah, next month, of course, yeah, we'll focus on that carpentry area. We have to knock down a couple more trees, which isn't really a problem. And, geez, it's such a nice sunset, especially reflecting off this big old trailer. Then, yeah, we'll definitely collect all those bales. But we got a few really big jobs done today, which is awesome. And getting more chickens in is equally as important. So, all in all, we're doing pretty well. If we can kind of continue on that trend, we're going to be spending a fair bit of money, but of course we're going to be making a heck of a lot in the new year. So, it'll all come back, I want to say tenfold, because it sounds right, but I don't, maybe not quite tenfold. Maybe more. I don't know. I feel like you definitely make more than 10 times your money turning grain into food for chickens and then obviously getting eggs. So we will do our big old U-turn through here. Oh. Alright, sorry champ. Okay, yep, you go. No, it's fine. I don't weigh a few thousand tons. It's alright. A few thousand tons, oh my god. I don't... Yeah. Yeah, a few thousand tons. Well, we do need a new rooster, so we're gonna get one of those boys. And, yeah, a lot of chickens. So I think we're gonna reduce this down to just 50, and then we'll buy that 4 times. So, $2,500 for 50 chickens. I mean, that's a fair price, but that's not a worry. We're gonna be able to hold a lot more of those, and we're going to make so much more money back from them that, yeah, it should be just fine. So, they're all in there on the bottom deck, loaded up. Plenty more space if we wanted to completely fill it up, but these guys will reproduce, and we'll be on a pretty good cycle of, like, every 6 months or something, whenever those guys reach maturity, or these ones stop breeding, whatever they do. We can sell them for a little bit of money. And, yeah, they should have made us plenty of money back from all their eggs. Just having a peek while we're going by our sheep and looking at room, you know, to expand a little bit, I guess. Like I said, we do want to kind of get a shed put up for distributing all of this wool, but if we do that, I'm afraid it's going to be blocking some of our area to get through, or at least back up, which could make life difficult. It is kind of tricky getting around there, which I guess is an option. And the other option I was thinking is kind of, getting rid of, hopefully, not too many trees. This one for sure, and just leveling out this land a little bit. That way we have a track through here. So that could be an option as well. Might be a little bit easier just leveling out back here, but that's a lot of work to do with the Bobcat. So we'll see what we can kind of get done, I suppose. But yeah, that's probably another good winter job. Looks like they have a good amount of water still, so we should be fine to just, head back, drop off our chickens. I am wondering where the best spot to put more is. Probably, I guess, logically right here. If we can carve out a little area, that would be nice to have just more if we can support it. I don't see why not. Alright, we have made it back, and this sunset is just absolutely gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Alright, for now, yeah, we have no problem if we want to just pull through here to back in, but in the future, there might be a big shed where this big dirt patch is, but I mean, that's a lot of money down the road. We'll have to squeeze the trailer in a little bit more in the future, but for now, it seems like we did a pretty good job. Alright, move this guy into the husbandry, and same with all these guys. Now we can do 60, because I guess it'll just get them done. I mean, it won't really even get them done quicker, because it'll still be 4. So, 20 left. There you go, my friends. And now last is bang our head on the back of our trailer and go get some chicken feed. We do have our trailer over there, which I suppose is probably the way to go about it. Yeah, I'm not sure how much we have in there, but that's okay. We do have a grain truck that we could just drive on through over here with as well. But yeah, I think just topping up our trailer and using that guy for our chickens is probably going to be the way to go. And it looks like this is plenty long enough, if we are so inclined, to just leave this guy right here, and it should still have space for us to squeak on through. I want to think about adding some lights to this area, Not a lot of feed left in here, like 700 liters, but yeah, we'll just pull it back over with the gator while it's empty, and I think when it's fully loaded, we might want to hop in a tractor for that, just because it's going to be pretty heavy. I mean, the gator can do it, but it's kind of rough, so that's it's not too big of an issue. Well, you know what? I don't know. It's struggling, but it can get the job done, so that's kind of cool. And it does actually have hydraulics and stuff like that as well, so it can actually tip it. So that's super useful. Once it gets up to speed, we're good. Of course, we probably just want to let off the brakes and let it kind of coast to a stop a little bit. That way, we're not going to keep pushing ourselves through into our picnic benches. So, we can get this unloaded with these cotton candy skies on the horizon, and we should be in business, even more so in the chicken game. So that's awesome. Wow, they literally took all of the feed in there. That's pretty surprising, to be honest. I did not expect that. So yeah, what can you do? Not a worry. We got lots of feed, so they should be fine. But I think before we call it a night, we just maybe want to give the cows one more round of food. That way they're good to go for the morning. Alright, this should be plenty of food for them, and I think it might be worth, just since we're going to be in December in the next month here, to get a little bit of straw bedding in there for them. That way they are nice and cozy warm, especially if we have any new calves on the way. definitely wouldn't hurt to get some lights put around at the ranch at this stage in the game. I mean, we're working a lot, and yeah, we're working in the night, in the morning, when it's dark, even in the... Oh my gosh. Well, we caught one. But yeah, even in the winter months here, where it is shorter days, just shorter, you know, like the sun is up at maybe 8 and it's down at like 6, whereas in summertime we do have just a lot more to play with. I don't know what I'm going to do here with stacking these guys. Looks like that is kind of working. But yeah, if we could get some lights put up, that would be amazing, because then doing stuff like this wouldn't be nearly as painful. We can just see what we're doing a lot easier. Lights on the vehicles always help, but I mean, it's just so dark around the yard. Alright, we got plenty of straw in there now, and we got 3 more bales loaded up in here, so next time we should be good to go to just absolutely send them on that. So, that should be pretty good. We'll get this telehandler put away, close that barn up, and we'll probably take the gator back up to the farmhouse. But yeah, we'll look into some lights. I mean, it is nice when the moon is out, but yeah, I mean, it is still just a little dark to see everything you want to do. So that can get parked there for the evening. We're looking pretty good going into December here, so I'm looking forward to it. That's going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.